Hi, welcome to this new series of Press Information Bureau News. Press Information Bureau is the official source of Government of India under Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, which provides daily news update regarding to various ministries, various initiatives or news related to all the ministries of the government. So this series we are conducting, we will be discussing all the news on the daily basis related to press information video. So this press information videos start with the date of 10th of October. This is the press release of 10th of October 2021 and it covers news related to all the ministry of Government of India. So let's begin. First, there are 22 press releases for the date of 10th of October 2022. We will be going only on through the important ones which are important from the perspective of exam and not the other ones or the miscellaneous ones which will never be asked in any of the exam, whether it be civil services or non-civil services. So let's start. First state news belongs to Prime Minister's office. This has been the press release from the office of Prime Minister, where Prime Minister has lauded athletes in two domains for winning medals at various competition. The first competition relates to shooting, and in shooting, the first Prime Minister has congratulated Indian shooting team for topping the medal tally at Junior World Championship. So, Prime Minister, our team had gone to Junior Shooting Championship that won some medals, very much a significant number of medals. This competition, that is Junior World Championship, is conducted by International Shooting Sport Federation, which was established in 1907 and is located in Munich in Germany. It is the governing body of Olympic shooting events related to rifle, pistol, shotgun, all these disciplines. Like you may have heard Olympics में shooting के competition होते हैं related to rifle, shotgun and pistol. So उसको भी manage, उसके related rules जो भी बनाने हो, उससे related जो भी एथलीट्स को सिलेक्ट करना हो, रैंकिंग करना हो, ये सारे फंक्शंस होते हैं. These activities are conducted by ISSF. The second sports where our athletes has won medal relates to wrestling. Prime Minister has congratulated Miss Anshu Malik and Miss Sarita Moore. Miss Sarita Moore. It is Anshu Malik and Sarita Moore for winning medals at World Wrestling Championship 2021. So World Wrestling Championship एक competition है which is conducted by United Wrestling Federation that was established in 1912. It is the international governing body which for the sports of amateur wrestling. Amateur wrestling से related जितने भी rules होते हैं, जितने भी competition of fighting होती हैं international level पे, that is conducted by this UWW, that is United World Federation. So remember these names, that is Sarita Moore and Anshu Malik. They won medals for us in this World Wrestling Championship. So PM has congratulated both the shooting junior shooting team and Anshu Malik and Sarita Moore for winning the medals. Then the next news relates to the coal shortage. There have been rounds of news covering across the media, that is we have been running short on coal, and that is only 4 days of coal is remaining in supply for generation of electricity. So Ministry of Coal has clarified that there has been no shortage of coal. There is sufficient amount of coal which has been available, which is available for meeting the power plant demand. Ministry of Coal has clarified that the amount of coal which is remaining is sufficient enough कि हम 4 days की requirement को भी cover कर सकते हैं. That is Coal of India Limited, which is the public sector undertaking of the Ministry of Coal, responsible for producing or mining of coal, is currently has 400 lakh tons of coal in it. The reason for shortage of coal, temporary shortage, it should be called as temporary shortage, not permanent shortage, because there has been temporary spike in the demand of coal across the power generation companies. That demand has grown by nearly 24% till September 2021 this year, that is first half of the year 2021-2022. And this is due to the extended monsoon which has basically obstructed the supply. So what are the reasons for this temporary coal crisis? We have I have put a image या infographic here related to this. कोल फायर प्लांट जो है ये हमारे 70% ऑफ इंडिया पावर सोर्स मिक्स बनाते हैं, मतलब 70% of our electricity generation is basically dependent on coal somewhere, somehow, anyhow. That 70%, that is a very huge amount of coal. And 2019 में basically shortage का reason क्या है? You can see here 2019 में our demand was 106 billion units, and it blasted to 124 billion units, that is nearly by 18 billion units in August 2021 over August 2009. But the main reason, the another reason which caused the spike in this crisis, which caused this crisis, temporary crisis, was that heavy September rains के कारण coal mining areas में production बहुत hit हुआ, delivery बहुत hit हुई, जिसके कारण plants जो हैं, power coal plants जो हैं, coal production units जो हैं, they cannot maintain their stock. Second, demand outstripped supply at the same time when there was a little bit downturn in the production. And then there was sharp fall in imports due to high prices. Prices के बहुत imports, coal imports की prices बहुत high होने के कारण Indian government started to reduce some amount of coal and started putting more efforts in domestic production of coal. So इस कारण से ये temporary coal crisis हुई है, and the Ministry of Coal is taking urgent review and stock of the position of stock of the coal in the country, and hopefully it will resolve over a period of time. So that update will come in the news and we will discuss it again. Then there is another news under Ministry of Communication, that is Secretary Telecom Shri K. Rajaraman visits C. inaugurates futuristic quantum communication lab. So C. की जो lab है, that is Center for Development of Telematics. This is a body under Ministry of Information, Electronics and Information Technology, which works on IT related products for Government of India. So इसके अंडर में क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन लैब जो है उसका इनॉग्रेशन किया गया है, विच विल वर्क फॉर डेवलपमेंट ऑफ क्वांटम कम्युनिकेशन. इसके बारे में न्यूज़ ये जो कहती है वो ये है कि C. की जो लैब खुली है, दैट विल बेसिकली वर्क ऑन क्वांटम टेक्नोलॉजीज इन इम्प्रूवमेंट ऑफ क्वांटम टेक्नोलॉजीज इन द कंट्री. सो बिफोर वी मूव ऑन टू द न्यूज़, हम एक थोड़ा सा क्वांटम टेक्नोलॉजीज का रिव्यू ले लेते हैं. दीज आर बेसिकली द टेक्नोलॉजीज जो बेसिकली रन करती हैं माइक्रोस्कोपिक पार्टिकल्स के मोशन पे. जो नॉर्मल पार्टिकल्स होते हैं, जो नॉर्मल टेक्नोलॉजी होती हैं, जो हमारी कम्युनिकेशन की एग्जिस्टिंग टेक्नोलॉजी है, दे आर बेस्ड ऑन मैक्रोस्कोपिक पार्टिकल्स, मतलब थोड़े जो एवरेज, जो बड़े साइज़ के थोड़े पार्टिकल्स होते हैं, दैट इज़ यूज्ड इन क्लासिकल फिजिक्स या कन्वेंशनल फिजिक्स में जो बेस्ड होते हैं उन पे होते हैं. क्वांटम टेक्नोलॉजी इज बेस्ड ऑन क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स विच वाज फर्स्ट प्रोपेगेटेड बाय आइंस्टीन, जिन्होंने फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट का डिस्कवरी किया था, इस फेनोमेनन को इन्वेंट किया था, जिसके लिए उनको नोबेल प्राइज़ भी मिला था फिजिक्स में ईयर नंबर 1921 में, आज से 100 ईयर्स पहले. जस्ट सो quantum technologies, what quantum technologies do, they basically increase the computing power, that is power of the computer to run complex operations and algorithms. communications को और ज़्यादा secure बनाते हैं ये quantum technology, measurement को और ज़्यादा accurate बनाते हैं, और इनके जो बने हुए क्वांटम टेक्नोलॉजीज पे बेस्ड जो बने हुए सेंसर्स होते हैं, दे आर मोर प्रिसाइज एंड सेंसिटिव एंड दे कैन रिकॉर्ड मच मोर data than what our conventional technologies can do. So that is why there is an uptick in the research in quantum technologies. China has already put on a line of quantum communications to secure their telecommunications from spying by other countries. So this technology is basically poised to be implemented on a mass scale in future for secure communications and fast communication technologies. इंडिया में C. जैसा कि मैंने बताया, that is Center for Development of Telematics. This is the lab which will be working on quantum technologies. Quantum technologies basically 4 verticals में divide किए जाते हैं. Quantum computing जो computing को fast बनाने पे काम करती है quantum technologies का use करके. Then quantum communications, then quantum sensors and then quantum materials. ये 4 हैं, verticals हैं, divisions हैं, quantum technologies के domains हैं जिन पर work किया जाएगा. Indian government has already taking initiative to fast develop itself into these technologies, and in February 2020, that is budget 2020 में finance minister announced national mission on quantum technologies and application with a budget of $1 billion, which this mission will be implemented over the period of 8 years, and it will strive to develop quantum technology in India in all these 4 domains. This will be implemented by Department of Science and Technology in collaboration with Department of Telecommunications, Space and Atomic Energy. So this was about quantum technology. Then there occurs Ministry of Defense. Ministry of Defense के अंदर में there have been a multilateral maritime exercise Malabar 2021, जिसका second phase Bay of Bengal में conduct हुआ 12 to 15 October 2021 में. So what is multilateral Malabar exercise? Malabar exercise is a multilateral, मतलब इसके अंदर multiple countries जो है मिलके exercise करेंगी. So which are the countries that are involved in Malabar exercise? That is Japan Maritime Self-Defense Forces, that is Japan Navy, Royal Australian Navy, United States की Navy, United States Navy, and lastly India itself. So these four countries will be participating in naval exercise in Bay of Bengal. इसका first phase exercise का 26 to 29 अगस्त 2021 को हुआ था. इंडिया की तरफ से इसमें नेवल शिप INS रणविजय, INS सतपुरा, P8I लॉन्ग रेंज मैरीटाइम पेट्रोल एयरक्राफ्ट और एक सबमरीन इसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर रही थी. It is basically aimed to contain China, which has been becoming aggressive in over the last few years because it is emerging superpower. Then the next news comes from Ministry of Health and Welfare. मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड वेलफेयर के अंदर में तीन इनिशिएटिव या तीन रिलेटेड न्यूज़ हैं. फर्स्ट इज यूनियन हेल्थ मिनिस्टर डॉक्टर मनसुख मंडाविया. ही एड्रेस्ड एन आज़ादी एंड अमृत महोत्सव प्रोग्राम ऑफ अ स्कीम दैट इज प्रधानमंत्री भारतीय जनौषधि योजना. सो व्हाट इज दिस प्रधानमंत्री भारतीय जनौषधि योजना? इट इज़ अ योजना और अ स्कीम which aims to provide generic medicine to general public in the country, to all the whole population of the country. What is generic medicine? Generic medicine is basically the original chemical medicine of any branded medicine. कोई भी एक मॉलिक्यूल होता है, फॉर एग्जांपल पैरासीटामॉल. तो पैरासीटामॉल की अगर किसी ब्रांड की कोई कंपनी आती है विच इज़ एक्सपेंसिव, तो पैरासीटामॉल इज बेसिकली द मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ दैट medicine, and this generic medicine will be sold at much lower price or much affordable price at stores which have been opened by Government of India. And Government of India is aiming to open one store at least in each district of the country so as to make pharma drugs cheaper and affordable to all the citizens of the country. So this is Bharatiya Janaushadhi Pariyojana. You will have to remember this. Then Union Health Minister also presided over the 25th convocation of NIMHANS in Bangalore. What is NIMHANS? NIMHANS is National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences. This is basically an exclusive dedicated Government of India institute, medical institute, health institute dedicated to mental health of citizens. So this is an institute of national importance. It was originally established in 1847 by the name of Lunatic Asylum, and it was basically established as NIMHANS in the year 1974. So this is a very popular or important institute for the purpose of exam. So you will have to remember it. It is located in Bangalore. Then comes the next news, that is World Mental Health Day, which was celebrated on 10th of October. It is being celebrated since 10th of October 1992, and it aims to raise awareness regarding mental health of general public. It was basically started in 1992 by World Federation of Mental Health, which is a non-government organization established in 1948, and it is working internationally for the purpose of mental health. Then comes the last news, second last news, that is that belongs to Ministry of Railways. Ministry of Railways successfully has operated two long-haul freight trains, Trishul and Garud. लॉन्ग हॉल फ्राइट ट्रेन क्या होती हैं? नॉर्मल जो फ्राइट ट्रेन होती है, फ्राइट ट्रेन मतलब विच बेसिकली ट्रांसपोर्ट commodities and goods, agricultural commodities या any kind of commodities from one region to another region of the country. They are not meant for passenger. So हमारी currently problem ये है कि हमारी जो freight trains है, they are very small in size, they are very short in size. So basically एक बार में बहुत ज़्यादा commodities का transfer नहीं हो पाता. So to solve this problem, Ministry of Railways has been starting long haul freight trains which are very much, they are twice or multiple times longer than the normal composition of freight trains, and basically they will remove the capacity constraint which we face in transporting commodities from one region to another. सो त्रिशूल और गरुड़ ये दो ट्रेन्स को फर्स्ट टाइम साउथ सेंट्रल रेलवेज में ऑपरेट किया गया है एंड दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इनिशिएटिव इन इम्प्रूविंग द interconnectivity and transport and infrastructure of the country. Then comes the last news that belongs to the domain of Ministry of Steel. इसके अंदर में एक public sector undertaking है, that is National Mineral Development Corporation, which is one of the biggest PSUs in the country. It is one of the Navratna company. It has won two prestigious environment awards, one for environmental sustainability and one for environmental management given by an association. NMDC is basically it is a CPSE which was established in 1958 and operates under Ministry of Steel itself. It basically works in many minerals like like iron, like aluminium, like steel, and any many minerals. But it is the largest iron ore producer in the country. First thing which you need to remember, and second thing, it do not works exclusively in India. It has offices across the world in Russia, in Kazakhstan, in Uzbekistan, and it also do exploration and mining in those countries also on behalf of Indian government after an agreement with those countries. So this is the PIB. This was the PIB analysis of 10th of October 2021. I hope it was helpful for you, and we will come up with more PIBs daily basis on the PIB news on the daily basis so that none of your news from the government sources gets missed out. Thank you very much for watching.